Peace and blessings. I'm wishing you well today. Welcome to my channel. I am Empress Olu, and today our topic of discussion is spiritual attack. When to know when you are under spiritual attack, and a little bit of clues as to where it's coming from. So, I recently had an experience that was so enlightening and so um, liberating to learn. I learned about myself. I learned about the strength of my powers. I learned to trust my intuition more. And one of the biggest notes I'm going to want you guys to take with you is to definitely, definitely listen to your intuition. Listen to your intuition. It's telling you something. Trust and believe, you know? Um, Let me go turn off that music. I thought I did. Duh. The end of the day, I still a mommy. So, yeah. So back to our discussion. Back to what we were talking about. Spiritual attacks. So, um, we're going to start in order of physical reactions that you can feel. And for some people, if they're more sensitive in their feeling body and their actual being, they will feel stuff like that. And for everybody else, most humans in general, unless you are in zombie mode, you can feel it. Everybody say no bad vibe, right? No bad vibe. But this, you gonna feel the bad vibe with attacks. You gonna feel the bad vibe. So, quick story time. Um, there was a female that I was engaging with, and when I first met her, I didn't have any type of feelings. It was very neutral. And then I interacted with her again like a year later, and I got the nastiest vibe. It was real weird. And and I didn't like it, and I had to step back. And eventually it was revealed to me in dreams, in the physical world, confirming it, that this woman was spiritually attacking me. Sadly, she was jealous of the relationship I was in, and she felt entitled, which that's usually what jealousy is, people feeling entitled. And she definitely came with it, and it was so interesting, and it was revealed to me like every time there was the betrayal was happening, I was given literal vision, like remote viewing of the wickedness being done. And with that, I learned a lot. And I want you guys to take with you, let it be your family, let it be friends, let it be your own children. It doesn't even matter. If you feel a bad vibe that's unexplained, be wise and remove yourself immediately, because you don't know what these people are doing when they're not in your presence. And if you want to be safe and not endure in whatever karma they got going, then remove yourself. Don't stay the victim by being in denial of what your intuition, your inner God voice is telling you. So, let's get into physical symptoms of a spiritual attack. If you are hearing a ringing in your ears, they're calling your name or something like that, that's one. And it's usually going to be when you're around the presence of something or somebody that's not okay, or at odd times. That's one. Now, the ringing in the ears can mean a whole lot of other things, but this is in specific to being attacked. If it doesn't happen to you on a regular basis, you're not psychic or anything like that, then you know how old school and them used to say, if you hear ringing in your ear, somebody talking about you. There's something to that. On top of the fact of, if they're not just talking about you, they're trying to summon you. They're trying to summon some type of presence or essence of you to do whatever they're trying to do. That's a signal. Someone is tapping in. Something is tapping into your auric field. Right? Okay. Next one. You get goosebumps around certain people. It just be, get around them and it's like, you know. There's a feeling, and it doesn't even have to be around them. You just randomly, you could be sitting watching TV and you're getting goosebumps. And you're like, what is this? In the middle of the night, it's warm, but you are getting goosebumps. And you can't explain it. It's not like you got a chill, and even if you get a sudden chill out of nowhere that don't make sense, again, something is around you or trying to tap into your auric field. And with spiritual attacks, these cowards will make deals with entities to try to send them your way. To call on entities to do their bidding. Be careful what you do and who you make a bargain with. That's for the enemy one, them. The ones who like to go after people. One of the misconceptions about witchcraft is that there are a bunch of witches out here trying to curse people. Yeah. For people who truly know magic and alchemy, most of y'all ain't worth the price. Literally, y'all are not worth the price. So if you're walking around here thinking everybody cursing you, you might need to think about that clearly. Like, what severely have you done to have anyone trying to invest in you? That's like somebody investing their lifetime's savings into you, or fucking sacrificing body organs for you. Like, not most, if they're pretty, if they're beautiful, they're usually a little bit better and with their magic. But if they have particular features that aren't particularly attractive, that's because of the work of their hands, what they've been doing. When y'all used to see those old images of like witches with, ugly molds and their face looks wrinkled, that's because they are out there doing negative things to people. They cannot connect to source, so they have to take from beings around them. Thus, if they don't get that, they get old. Like, what was that Disney movie? Rapunzel, where the mom, or the pretend mom, without the little girl, without sucking from her, she was old and ugly. Yeah. They have to suck from people. But most good witches, most smart alchemists don't waste their time doing stuff like that. They let the universe handle that. And sometimes that may be it too. Sometimes your spiritual attack may be because of something you've done. So you should check yourself first to know if what's happening to you is just fair. Because guess what? The universe, the source, does not discriminate. Do unto others as you'll have them do unto you. So if you out here in the world being petty, being nasty, doing messed up things to good people with pure intentions, when it's your turn to reap what you sow and pay what you sow, don't be surprised. So then it's no one's attacking you. what you did is coming back for you. You losing money, you can't find a lover, you can't keep a relationship, your business isn't prospering, your children dislike you, your spouse dislikes you, everyone starts separating themselves from you because you're just the aura of darkness and negativity. That is your own karma coming for you. And some people are good with accepting what has come for them. But most of the time, these evildoers don't want to accept what they've done. So the victim ones will be out here talking about somebody cursed me. Nah. Again, most are not out here trying to curse you out because they got the time to. They're using their energy and and their powers for either helping people or building themselves up. Why would you put your energy into frivolous, you know, for feelings, emotions of 2 seconds? They made you mad. Now that's enough to go do a curse. No, it's not. Please grow up out here. Take responsibility for your actions. So, next one. A heaviness. You feel this almost invisible weight, but there's a heaviness, there's a darkness that comes around you and it's unexplained. And usually you will feel this, and this is a way to also know who's attacking you. You will feel this based on an image that you see of the person that's attacking you. You'll get a darkness or a heaviness from them. Or when they're in your presence, things will seem clouded and dreary and dark and very dry, like that heaviness. That's a sign of a negative entity is around. There's something trying to hold you down, cloud you. That is an attack. They talk about the hag that sits on folks when they're sleeping. And that's even more severe if it's in your dream world. But this feeling of a heaviness, and sometimes we can mistaken it for depression, which in a way it is depression. It can lead to that. Someone's spiritually attacking you. Depression is natural to come in because you are being oppressed. And it's even worse because you're being oppressed by something you can't necessarily see or pinpoint. And sadly, this justice system is so behind the human evolution, they don't consider the crimes of the spirit. But that's all right. That the spirit world been done, got they laws together anyways. So that's not a big deal. And then, excuse me, return to sender. Unexplained wounds. Yo, now I understand there are times we can be moving so fast and doing so much we can harm ourselves and don't think about it and keep going. I'm not talking about that. Though that can be a sign too. But you'd have to be advanced and discerning of that. You have to be really, really discerning. But when you wake up with unexplained wounds, you have a rash, you don't know where it came from, you ain't ready to touch nothing, you got little bitty cuts on you, you don't know where it came, you got bruises, you're not understanding, you haven't interacted with anyone to that level to where you have bruises and scars and rashes that you cannot explain. That is spiritual attack. When you can't explain where the fuck that came from, like it's not like you banged your toe or you scraped your knee on the nail or nothing like that. No, like you wake up, look in the mirror, like, damn, where'd that come from? Where'd that come from? Don't be naive. Don't brush it off. Something has been fighting you. Something has been attacking you, and they're going as far as to physically put leaf prints upon you. Then the not sleeping. Oof. This is psychic attack for sure. And usually the not sleeping is coming from one, your spirit being aware that something isn't right and there's something unsettling happening. Two, it can be that they are summoning again. They're trying to summon your spirit, summon your ori, summon your essence to them to do whatever harm that they're trying to inflict. So, and most of them will do it at night. So, usually you'll be feeling it at night, um, and not able to sleep. You're just unable to get rest. And y'all, when I blocked this female, I mean blocked. She can't use my social media to summon my pictures. She can't. We don't talk. Not around me at all. When I tell you, I immediately started getting rest because I had. That was one of my symptoms. I could not sleep because my spirit was like, "OMG," and I'd be getting visions. If you can't get no sleep, you should really think about that. It might not just be depression. It might not just be you can't shut your brain off. If you were having a okay time sleeping before, no issues, and then all of a sudden you can't get rest and you can't explain where it's coming from, why you can't get rest and sleep, you're being attacked. You're being attacked. And we know how detrimental sleep is to our health. Where if you don't get your rest, you can't think clearly, you can't concentrate, your immune system doesn't build back up. There's a lot that happens when you're missing sleep. And this is coming from ill wishers and evildoers. They don't want you to sleep. But have faith. If you're truly righteous, the divine will pour your cup of blessings in front of your enemies with that set table, baby. Oh my gosh, yes, yes. Stay righteous. Stay righteous. I know it's difficult. Oof. Because they will do things to try to pull you down to their level. And if the attacks aren't working, they'll start going to extremes. Stay strong. Stay away. Stay away. Let the battle be fought in the spiritual realm with your guardians, with God, whoever you serve, Allah, you know, let the higher power handle it because they will do better than you could ever. And that's another reason why some mystics won't be out here. The universe will do better than you could. Okay. Um, and one of the things is you may not even know who your enemy is right away, but it will be revealed to you. It really, really will. Through dreams. And this goes further. This next one is going further into psychic attacks. So we start with dreaming, and then we started with not being able to sleep. But if you are able to sleep, you're having nightmares, or if it's not nightmares, or out of body experiences, being summoned somewhere and being attacked, then you may be getting visions in or dreams, but you're getting visions in your dreams of who it is. Like their image keeps popping up to you and you see them doing certain things. Allow go. Dreams are not stupid. Dreams are not um, dumb at all. Pay attention to your dreams. Write it down. Take note of the day it happens, right? Take note of your interactions with people that day or the next day and see how certain things start to correlate. Trust me, a whole map will be made of what's going on and you will be able to set yourself free. Um, if you find yourself ruminating over a certain person or feeling a certain obsession all the way that doesn't make sense, it came out of nowhere, that's really your spirit guides trying to give you a big fat arrow to the fact that this person is your enemy. This person is attacking you. Like, for real. If you get a feeling of disgust and nastiness, like it just, you can't, you're not eating anything, but it just, you could almost say it stink. It's just gross. If you get a feeling of that when you see a certain person or you see their image, they may be attacking you. They may not wish you well. The disgust doesn't come from nowhere. Our emotional body and spiritual bodies are highly intelligent. We need all of it to function in this human body. And then what's next? Mental fog. Mental fog. And this is usually coming with confusion spells, spells of discord. If they're doing spells like that to unsettle your life, unravel your life, discord spells, conflict spells, or even control spells, like trying to control you from a distance, voodoo dolls, all this. A usual sign or symptom of that will be mental fogness. You're getting your rest, you're eating right, and you can't shake this tiredness, and you're sleeping, but you can't shake this tiredness. And it's almost like you can't see, like there's a fog in front of you. Like you're seeing things, but it's not comprehending all of that way. That is a psychic attack. That is another sign of psychic attack. And most of the time, all of these things will happen together. Not one symptom means you're being spiritually attacked. So don't go far with that. That's just my advice. But if a multitude of these symptoms are happening together, then you are being attacked. And then we have, again, thoughts and images. You just minding your own business, cleaning up your house, you're out with your children, and a random thought just runs across your head. And it is so far-fetched from you, it don't even make sense. But a random thought, right? It just comes across, and you're like, why would I think that? Your auric field is being, intruded upon. Your space is being intruded upon via mental, and it can go into two things. Again, they're trying to do some type of control, manipulation spell, or spirit is trying to send you a warning. A warning, depending on what the thought is. But usually the thought is going to go in the direction of either the person, what they're doing, how they're doing it. The thoughts are going to come there to where you couldn't believe. Why did I think that? So, like, for instance, with my story with this chick, I got images, and thoughts can come in thought. It can come in words, or it can come in images. I see in images, right? I literally saw the images of her betrayals, and I was like, and it was so random. But when the truth started being revealed to me in the physical world, it just confirmed everything I was thinking. I was like, oh my gosh, I would have never thought this, but okay. I like to be vague with the story because it gets messy and retarded, and that's going to be a story for another video, so stay tuned. I am also doing a part 2 to check my, check my playlist. I will be doing a part 2 to dealing with narcissism and the misconception of poly. Alrighty, I hope this was helpful. in terms of informing you on what's happening when you are under spiritual attack. Now, I'm going to give you some last tidbits on what you can do to cleanse yourself and then protect yourself. So, I've been doing salt baths. I smudged my entire house. I started purging my house. Gifts, things that maybe I got from her, or people that was attached to her. Get rid of them. Get them out of your space. Get it all out of your space. So get rid of that stuff. You get rid of gifts, random gifts from them, all of that. You get rid of it. You bathe yourself. You cleanse yourself. I would say do this for 3 days. You know, take salt baths and cleanse yourself and pray and meditate while you're doing it. If you can find a local practitioner that is trusted, see if you can find help from a spiritual practitioner, or even your church, your synagogue, your mosque, whatever. Go and see somebody of higher spiritual power that's used to dealing with such things for help. Never be too prideful to ask for help. And then protect yourself. Protect yourself. Now, there are plenty of people on YouTube that have given ideas and videos on ways you can protect yourself. Um, I have my own ways. You'll be able to check out that video as well on how I do my protection rituals. Um, but yeah, find something to protect yourself. Let it be a cross you pray over, or crystals like black obsidian, um, salt, herbs. Find what works for you, but protect yourself. Pray, say spells, say affirmations, whatever you need to do, but invoke your protection and have faith in your protection. Trust me, they can't touch you. And like I said earlier, if you've been righteous and pure of heart, have no fret. Like, for real, have no, just chill. Chill out and sit in the comfort of your protection. Now, like this young lady, she don't know who I am. And she came from me. You don't know who I am. And who I got protecting me, the legions that I have protecting me, honey, I can't even feel bad. I don't feel bad for evildoers. You get what you want. You get what you do. You will get it back. Think you're getting away with it for a while. But you come for the right one, they will get their karma. They come for you, sit in comfort and faith of who you are and what you're here to do. And they will get their retribution. Do not worry. Again, I hope this has been an enlightening video for you. I hope to send you all forth with love and joy and wisdom. Move safe out there. And thank you for enjoying another video from Empress Olu. And check out my YouTube, and check out my other videos, and check out my Instagram for the Empress Olu experience and the services that I offer. Like, share, subscribe. I love you all. Love and light. Peace.